I shouldn't have played in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Giannis knee injury worse than he let on. No shit, his knee bent the other direction. Still don't know how he toughed it out. And then went on to drop 50 to win a championship. LMFAO ridiculous. I assumed the injury was worse than he was letting on when he said he wouldn't watch the replay to keep it out of his mind so he could play freely. If I'm a Bucks fab, I'm happy he played. But I'm preparing to riot if he's allowed to fuck up that knee come regular season. Bud rests his players a lot, so he shouldn't be overworked. That's good. While I love the romance of a guy playing through injury for a title, I'd hate to see Big Giannis blow out a knee because of Game 20 in the regular season. This comment seems grimly prophetic. Big Giannis. The fact that he just had his first practice and the pain is still bad should be worrisome. Kind of, but if he has to sit for the start of the season, I'm confident we will keep an at least 500 record until he gets back. We just need him to be healthy eventually. It's worrisome because you know he will not sit. Make his family run if he tries to play. This article gives a very interesting insight on Antetokounmpo's mental health during the finals as well. Definitely worth a click. TLDR, he had anxiety and was seeing a psychiatrist daily. Says the free throws were a mental issue. We need to give that psychiatrist a bonus after how he shot from the line in G6. Game 6, but yeah, the dude deserves a payday. Whoops, my B. BTW, someone published the whole interview here. That 3 months he says sounds way too specific. Huh? Like he was given a timetable of 3 months by a doctor, not just a random estimation, but they still went ahead and let him play only several days later. Where does it say that in the linked post? I'm confused. Damn respect to this dude. What a soldier. Soldier. If your team is going to lose in the finals, it might as well be to a fucking warrior like Giannis. Dude is going to finish his career as one of the best and he's an absolute joy to watch. I hope this passes and he's able to maintain his level of play. Anyone who saw that injury in slow motion knew Giannis shouldn't have been playing a week after it happened. Or the rest of this calendar year for that matter. Let him take more time off. Respect to Giannis for playing through it, though. Damn. Imagine if he was healthy. I don't think his level of play will be better, but not working out during an entire offseason and being in pain gotta suck because the dude only know how to play in one gear. Trey and Harden shouldn't have played when they did either. Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. R/confidently incorrect. I knew it. Literally everyone says this. Yay, and not everyone's knee bent backwards a week earlier either. Curry was having his knee drained after every game in 2016 finals. And didn't play remotely close to as well as Giannis did in these finals. Or any of his finals compared to Giannis this year. Yeah, no shit. Giannis averaged 35/13/5/1/2 on 66% with toy defense. He legitimately has an argument for best finals performance of all time. Are we not taking into account the level of opponent? Do you have a means of doing that? We would also have to look at the strength of their own team, factor in rule changes, pace differences, RTS% and other league averages by year, etc. It would be very difficult, which is why I said he has a case instead of claimed it was true. I don't need any of that to know, off the top of my head, 2011 Heat, 2016 Warriors, 2017 Warriors/Cavs, 2006 Mavs, 93 Suns, etc. were tougher opponents. Even if you rank the opposition's strength subjectively, you can't translate that into a number that could be weighted along with their statistical performance. For example, is Curry's 26/5/6 on 59 TS% in 2015 more impressive because it was against LeBron? If yes, by how much? If no, how much more impressive was it that Giannis played the Suns? Not everything breaks down into stats. That's literally the point I am making. Let me rephrase. Not everything has to be broken down into stats. At that point, you either play all of it or none of it. He's probably never going to get another shot against a weaker team than that Suns team in the finals. Ah, I see we have entered the build-up the legend portion of the evening. Honestly makes the championship even more impressive. What a fucking beast this guy is. Back a week after he bent that leg backwards. Really hope he rests and heals up. Dude is a soldier. Just goes to tell us what the Suns' chances are going on another deep playoff run if all the hurt teams last year come back healthy. Monty mentioned that Booker Hand was hurt in Game 3, but it's no excuses because I'm sure if he asks Bud he will tell him about some injuries to his guys that no one know about. This is the game, the best ability is availability. The Suns had a great regular season and playoffs last year. They don't have that top 5 superstar, but they are a well-rounded team that is tough to guard. I assure you they are still favored over the Nuggets with a healthy Murray. Giannis pulled a Kobe. We gotta stop comparing everyone to Kobe. Kobe played with like 2 fingers completely fucked. Gary Vitti had to make some weird kind of tape measure so he could play through. And Kobe still did. Shit is fine by me. Makes the Suns' choke job even worse. More boring press from the most boring FMVP winner of the past 10 years. Bait. No, I've been consistent about how boring he has been. Consistently baiting. Rest the dude. Thanks Giannis, you've given the Bucks fans one more excuse to act like their 2021 team was way better than it actually was. Smart move. Bro out here acting like his team didn't get the luckiest bounce of all time and then have the super team heavily injured on their way to winning a trophy. Lol, I don't discount either of your team's rings, but it's kinda funny BC if you replace bounce with shoe size, it's literally how the Bucks won. But again, I don't discount either ring. Injuries, lucky bounces, and improper shoe sizes happen. Every ring has an asterisk since 2015 from respective fan bases. The last well-respected ring was 2014 when the Spurs thoroughly massacred the GOAT with his hand-picked all-star teammates. Salty AF lol. What? I'm saying y'all rings were the last ones that did not have any asterisk. People bring up cramps, but that was game 1 which Bron usually loses anyway, and Bron still had his 2 all-star teammates for the next few games. I'm saying your comment was salty AF to Bron. Giannis is nice and all, but it's funny when players keep it a secret they're injured and then for some reason decide it's time to let it be known that they were playing through injury. Congrats. Since you want to take credit for that, cause let's not fool ourselves, that's the reason you're telling this now, no need to wait for months, just say it when it's happening. What were you afraid of, your opponent finding out you're hurt? Same goes for Westbrook and anyone else that have done this. LeBron played a finals series with a broken arm. Stop being a wimp, Giannis. If you shouldn't play in Game 1, what's magically going to change so you can play 46 hours later? The retroactive my injury was actually worse than I let on, so give me backwards facing brownie points for being tough things is so played out. LeBron's done it before too, so I'm not being biased. Like, who gives a fuck? You played, you dominated, you won, you have the trophies, you're the top dog right now, why try to add more to the myth? It's always worse when it comes from the player anyway. Let a writer write about in their book about you 10 years from now. So you want him to lie during the interview when asked about the injury? Anyone when eyes could see his injury was pretty bad. And this is him talking about it. Willis Reed played through his injury and drastically shortened his career because of it. Is the ring worth it?